Hey, what's going on? It's Eric, and I'm gonna make a video today on prepper books. I have a few books here, and these are just books that you really need to get if you're gonna start prepping. And these books really help me out. First, I'll show you the one that you have to get. This is like the most important one. This is the what is it? Glare. Okay. LDS Preparedness Manual. All right. This book This book tells you everything, man. This is from the Church of Latter-day Saints. You can get it. Probably get it from Amazon, but you're probably just better off going to the Church of Latter-day Saints. Let's see, was there? We got a website. Just Google Church of Latter-day Saints and store, LDS store. Google that, and it'll come up. And so yeah, so this book this tells you everything, man. This has let's see, let's go to table of contents. Over here we got, let's see, emergency preparedness and why, expert counsel, getting started, food storage tools and references, grains and legumes, I can never say that word right, sugar, milk, fats and oils, cooking essentials, processing, preservation, sprouting, storage, 72-hour emergency kit, evacuation. Covers everything, man. I'm not gonna read everything, but it's big, man. It's got, what is this, 500 pages, a little over 500 pages, and it's good, man. It's like there's no bullshit in between here. Everything, it just tells you everything you should do, things you need to get. You know what I mean? Book is great, and so yeah, so you got to get this book. This is a definite must. Okay, second book you really should get. It's out of print, so it might be kind of hard to get now, but it's called A Year's Supply, and this one is basically what food you need for a year's supply of food, and it just gets into everything you need. It's basically everything covered in here is covered in the LDS Preparedness Manual. So if you can't get a hold of it, don't worry about it. But if you can, grab it because it's really good. And it's small, but it tells you everything, man. It gets right to the point. It doesn't waste time. That's what I like about books. It don't add fluff. Everything is practical information. You know what I mean? So that's the second one. Oh, let's see. The third one, this one was pretty good, man. I like this one. This is called When There Is No FEMA. So basically it's, so let's see, survival for normal people in abnormal times. And this one's by Richard B. Bryant. Okay. It's got a website here, nofema.com. Check that out. But yeah, this one basically tells you about food storage. Yeah, I highlighted stuff in here and took notes, underlined stuff. This book is like really good. I got stickies. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just found this book really, really useful. And yeah, hygiene, sanitation. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, this covers like everything. Best sanitation practices, handling bodies of the deceased. That's important. General first aid, exercise. Yeah, it tells you everything, man. Guns, crops. What is that? Punishment. Yeah, it tells you about how to handle like a community if you're going to build a community afterwards. It tells you stuff like that. It's really good, man. So so get a hold of that one too. That's another good one. Okay, now another good one is, it's a novel. Okay, this is Going Home by A. American, and this book is really good, man. This is just a story about a guy trying to get home to his family after the shit hits the fan. I think he's like, I don't know how far he is from home. Oh, 250 miles from his home. There it is. You read the back. Let's see. It says 250. Let's see. When Carter's car breaks down 250 miles from his home, he figures his weekend plans are ruined. Yeah, no shit. But things are about to get much, much worse. The country's power grid has collapsed. There's no electricity, no running water, no internet, no way to know when normalcy will be restored, if it ever will be. As an avid survivalist, Morgan takes to the road with his prepper pack on his back. And that's basically what it is. It's how he got home. A lot of people, he has, his get home bag on him. A lot of people say this book is, he's carrying too much shit, which he is. He's carrying a ton of fucking stuff, man. It's way too much stuff he carries, but it's a book. It's a story, man. It's not real life, but it still gives you ideas, It's really good. So, it gave me a lot of ideas, like butterflies. I never knew about a butterfly stove until I read this, and I went out and bought one, But he doesn't have the butterfly stove with him. That's when he gets home he has it. But he tells you all about all different stuff: herbal stock, mystery ranch, books, making the best of basics. That's another book. That book's pretty good too. I actually should have included that one here, but I didn't. It's called Making the Best of Basics. I'll do a separate video on that one. But yeah, it just tells you. So not only the equipment he carries and he uses on his way home, but then when he gets home, he talks about all the equipment and gear that he has and skills that he uses to survive. But yeah, so it's really good. It might not be reality, but it's a novel. It's not supposed to be reality. And the last one I have is, this one's really good, man. I like this one because it's not sugar coated. It's called Dark Secrets of Shit Hits the Fan Survival. Warning, graphic content, which is really good. It's not sugar coated, it's just good. Right here, the brutal truth about violence, death, and mayhem you must know to survive. By Selko, how do you say his name? Begovic. Selko Begovic. He was, where's he from? The Balkan War, which is probably going to happen here. I think America's going to balkanize, so, this would be good to read. But, yeah, so he survived the Balkan War in the 90s in a city under siege. So he was in a city, he wasn't even in the country. And so it says, without electricity, running water, or food distribution, he is a household name in preparedness circles, sharing the reality of shit hits the fan in thousands of articles and online courses. And yeah, I read his stuff online. He's in, just Google his name, Selko Begovic, and yeah, it's just really good, man. Tells you the brutal reality of what he went through and things he saw and what happened, and it's pretty hardcore, man. And so I think that's about it. There's a couple things I want to say about this book, but I'm going to do a separate video on this, and I'll say them. I'm not going to say any of it now. But nothing negative. This book is all positive, but yeah, we'll talk about that later. All right, cool. So that's it, man. So we got, let's see, we got LDS Preparedness Manual. Google LDS store, and you'll find the website. Let's see, what's this one? This one is a year's supply. This one's by, did I say who it was by? No. Barry G. and Lynette B. Crockett. So Barry and Lynette Crockett. Okay. And then we got, what was that on there? Okay, we got When There Is No FEMA by, what's his name? Richard Bryant. There's his name right there. He's got the website. You can get it on Amazon. Then we have A American Going Home. Really good book. I love this whole series, man. 10 volumes in this series. I read them all. It's so good. And Dark Secrets of Shit Hits the Fan Survival by Selko Begovic. And I guess that would be about it. I put links to all of them, all the ones you can still get. I'll try to find a link to this one, and if I could, I'll put that. And I guess that's it, man. I'll talk to you later.